I don't
We'll,
think
we'll do it live.
Do it live.
Do it live.
Hold on, it's still looking. I'm looking at the stream right now. It doesn't. I don't see anything. Doesn't matter though. Come on, refresh again.
There you go. I just had the email saying it went live, so it should be good.
Yep. Go. We're live.
We're live.
We're live.
We're live.
You did take my picture. That's good. Alright, I'm gonna exit here. I don't really look at the stream.
Will put in the chat that we shouldn't advertise on the server. So.
What are we advertising?
Well, we will.
Sorry. I can do what I want. Well,
But then I got high. Then I got high. Then I got.
you didn't get high.
Got high.
Jesus, what am I doing here?
We had we had a last minute topic change this week. We were going to discuss religion, but the two people that had the strongest feelings, shall we say, one of them wasn't available, so we're going to postpone that one until another day.
Yeah, the two heavy hitters.
So I guess we're just going to talk about E3 and anything else that comes to mind. To be honest,
I haven't actually watched E3.
No, me either. I'm normally really big into it, and I normally make a point of watching all the presentations. And as soon as I learned that they weren't announcing the new Xbox, I kind of lost interest in it, because I thought they were going to be mentioning some details about it this year, but I guess that's going to happen next year now.
But they did announce some weird program where it links your stuff to the Xbox.
Links my stuff.
They do that.
Yeah, your phone, your tablet, your computer.
I think they had that for a while now on the Windows Phone, which I don't like Windows Phone. I never had it, but it just kind of looks stupid to me.
But it's different. It adds more depth into it. Where they showed it where you were playing NFL, and you make plays and change plays on there, and it changes it in the game, and you just go with it. And they showed it on Halo 4 where
Halo. Oh yeah, that was one thing. That Halo 4. I watched the first mission, and I was kind of disappointed, to say the least. I mean, I know they're on one of those shield worlds, but the Covenant are there again, and it looks like a bumped up Halo 3 and Halo Reach with just more gameplay.
They added new bad guys.
I'm not what you would call a huge Halo fan. I've played them all, and I have enjoyed them all. And I know some people are really big on Halo, and they play the crap out of it. And don't get me wrong, I've enjoyed the games. They were decent, but I didn't really think anything special of them. I mean, to me, Halo, Halo Reach, and was it just Halo 3 before that? I've forgotten. But there wasn't that much difference from my perspective. It looked the same, it felt the same, and I think Halo 4 is going to be pretty much more of that again. I think it's going to be very samey. And
I guess it's.
Sorry, go ahead.
No. You. I interrupted you.
I was just going to say, I'll no doubt play it. I'll no doubt get it, but I'm not really that pumped up about it at this stage.
Neither am I, but I guess if you think about it, it's the same thing as Call of Duty. They just sort of slap on a new label, bump up the graphics, a few new weapons, and then call it a new game. And I think that's what I don't like is they should have ended it after Halo Reach, but they didn't. And now they're making another trilogy, so there's gonna be a Halo 6 at some point. And at that, I'm probably not gonna get it, but I probably am. I'm contradicting myself, but I say I'm not gonna get it. But I know that when the game will be out, I will probably have it in front of me and playing it. I'll be playing it on the Xbox,
just
like I will with Black Ops 2. Yeah.
Maybe somebody can explain to me then, because, like I say, I've not really been following E3 all that well, and to be honest, in the last year or so, I've kind of stopped playing my Xbox, and I do plan on getting back into it. And I remember a couple of years back they were showcasing a game by. It's the same. I think it was by the same people who made BioShock. Is that BioWare? No, BioWare did.
Not. I forgot the. Hold on, let me look it up.
Not BioWare.
BioShock.
I can't remember. It's not BioWare though.
2K.
2K. That's it. 2K.
Or is it?
But I mean, I remember seeing a demo of it 2, maybe even 3 years ago, and it looked pretty fun. You know, it's kind of a shooter kind of game. But then I saw another clip on the internet just today actually, which was showcasing a game called XCOM as well. And it was weird. It was like a strat game, like a strategy game. So I don't know if there's two games coming out, or if they have cancelled the old version and gone for this kind of strategy-based game. I don't really know what's going on there. But that was one of the games I was looking forward to, so I don't know if I've still got that to look forward to. But definitely the highlight for me is going to be Elder Scrolls Online, which is going to be out next year. Cannot wait for that.
I don't think, for me personally, I don't think that's gonna work. Online Elder Scrolls, I'm not sure. I don't think I'll be getting. I don't know. I just don't. Well, it probably will work, but I'm just not appealed by an MMO. I personally don't like MMOs.
Funky.
Okay, let me ask you this: have you ever played? I mean, it depends if they do a good job, but have you ever played Oblivion or Skyrim?
Yes.
Yes.
I know you have, Bradley. You played the crap out of them.
Of course, I have like 100 hours on Steam.
Okay, and do you like it?
Yeah.
So what's not appealing about that game, but playing it with 2 or 3 friends? How can
Playing
that
with
be
everyone
anything
else?
Do you mean
awesome?
MMO like? Here's a question: do you mean MMO like World of Warcraft, running between just generic characters, taking the same quest over and over again, or just co-op?
Well, no, I mean,
MMO.
it's going to be MMO, so it's going to be, you know, everybody's online on the same server. You could, you know, there could be a couple hundred people on at one time, but there's nothing stopping you. You know, there's going to be scripted quests and dungeons and stuff. There's nothing stopping you creating a party of, you know, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 friends and ignoring everybody else, and that's really what I'm kind of focusing on and what's appealing to me right now.
Hey, Funky, I did find what you were talking about. They are gonna still make both of them.
What, they're making both of them, or just the...
Yeah, both XCOMs.
Oh, okay, right. Yeah, that's right. It was the Unknown, Enemy Unknown. That was the, like, strategy type one that I saw that I didn't really like the look of, didn't suit my kind of game style. But, yeah, it was the one before that I was wondering about.
Yeah, but XCOM, you're talking about the one you saw 3 years ago or so. That I saw that and that looked pretty good.
Yeah.
I guess I would say I just contradicted myself by saying I don't like MMOs, but the game that I'm looking forward to the most out of all is an MMO. I don't know, it's one best MMO game for IGN. Has anybody ever heard of it? PlanetSide 2?
Yes.
I've not.
That game, I cannot wait for that game. It's a massively multiplayer online first-person shooter with maps about 35 times the size of Battlefield 3 map. It's gonna be 24/7 servers. They said that one base is just about the size of an entire Call of Duty map that you have to capture. And I don't know how many players are gonna be on that. It's like 256 on 256 on a server, and that battles are gonna be running 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I signed up for the beta, so they still haven't given me a beta code, which I'm kind of angry at. But I think that's Duty. Yes. But that's the game that I'm gonna be looking forward to the most out of all games.
I've on the subject of Call of Duty, I've kind of like, you know, don't get me wrong, I enjoy playing them, but you know, I think their kind of heyday is past for them now, and I've kind of lost track of who's doing what. So the Black Ops 2, who is that? Is that Infinity or Treyarch?
Treyarch. They both basically just have a ball and throw it between each other every time. It's like, oh, your turn, it's your turn. So next year I'm gonna be expecting Modern Warfare 4.5. We're not done yet. Everyone's still alive. Part 6.
I don't know what they have left on that, except for maybe saying that Soap isn't dead and that who else? Ghost isn't dead.
Really?
Yeah, everybody thought that Ghost was alive, but
There's
I don't know.
still theories that he survived that, you know? Like,
What?
there's still theories that Ghost survived that. He was like wearing a fireproof vest and like...
But if you think about it, he was lying there quite a bit.
And he got shot in the stomach.
How do you know that he had a fireproof vest on? I
Yeah,
mean,
but here's
he
the
was
thing.
shot in the shoulder. If you think about it, he probably, if he got shot in the shoulder and didn't treat it, he would have bled to death, and then burning, get some second-degree burns, because a fireproof vest is only for your like torso, then like second or third degree burns on your arms.
I have
Don't you
fireproof
remember
underwear.
in the
Why?
Modern Warfare?
Because I'm hot, Bradley. Because I'm hot.
Chafing? Yeah. Alright.
With regards to the title, Modern Warfare, it's kind of getting to the stage now, like with Black Ops 2, where they're going to have to change the name. I mean, how can they call it Modern Warfare when it's based in the future? It's futuristic warfare, really. It's turning into Halo.
So Black Ops is based in the future, I guess, and Modern Warfare is still the same.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
of course, they dropped the Modern Warfare title, didn't they? And they just called it Black Ops.
Just
Good
Black
point.
Ops 2. Yep.
I don't see the
Basically.
Black Ops aspect in Black Ops 2. But you know how I'm just going back to Modern Warfare a bit. They said that Price he looked like he was dead, and then he ended up being alive for some random reason. So, and you know, this is a video game, so
The person that I
Storyline.
do miss the most out of Call of Duty is Gaz from Call of Duty 4.
Gaze.
Man, he was pretty cool. He fought terrorists and didn't afraid of anything.
Gaz was a worldwide hero, just like Jamie.
He was an American hero. Like you, Evader. Like you.
not American.
Canadian.
He's an American hero. North American hero, if you think about it.
Alright.
But I guess the thing is that for the main major franchises, Halo, Call of Duty, they're just gonna repackage the game and put a few guns on it and update the graphics. The thing that I did love though was them revealing the Unreal Engine 4. I don't know if anybody saw that, but that was sick.
I didn't get to see it.
Let me try and find the video. It's amazing what they did. Meant kit.
Did any of
I'm
the,
gonna.
sorry, I kind of said a couple of weeks back on the podcast that I think that as time goes on, there'll be less and less like exclusives, like PS3 exclusive or an Xbox exclusive. Were there any big ones kind of announced?
Big exclusives games.
Yeah.
Gears of War, Halo. I can't really think of any other exclusives. No. Beyond, the people that made Heavy Rain. I think that's a exclusive for PS3. I believe. I'm not sure.
I mean, I can kind of understand Halo and stuff because, you know, that's owned by Microsoft. The Halo franchise is owned by them, so they, you know, that is going to always be an exclusive for however long they come out.
You know, they're never gonna give up the rights for it.
No, I meant more like independent, you know, publishers and stuff, or game creators that had exclusives on titles. Now, Gearbox, who created Gears of War, I'm not sure what their deal is. I mean, again, Microsoft could own the Gears of War franchise. I'm not sure, but yeah, I think there'll be less and less eventually. There'll always be some because, you know, like they do have their own studios. Microsoft and Sony do have their own studios now, and those games obviously will only produce games for, you know, their own consoles. But, you know, like stuff like, I mean, Valve obviously was traditionally a PC and Xbox exclusive kind of developer, which isn't the case anymore. But yeah, it's interesting to see. What does
Yes, I
Forrest-
mean it would all come down to just selling the rights to the game.
Yeah, but the new console. You guys heard about the Wii U, right?
But I don't really care about it.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
same.
supposedly it's supposed to be keeping up with 360 and PS3, and they're getting like games, not just Nintendo games, but they're getting like games for other developers. You know?
I mean, well, this is what it comes down to for me. I mean, you say that you know, it's supposed to be on a par with the Xbox and the 360 and the PlayStation 3. I mean, first of all, those consoles are getting replaced in the next 2 years.
Yeah.
So I mean, at that stage, it'll be behind. But what it really comes down to for me is who develops for them. Nintendo's traditionally, you know, they have games exclusive for Nintendo, and from my perspective, they're very childish, kid-orientated games. So if they continue down that path with that type of games catalog, then I won't be interested. Quite simply, if they do get external publishers and developers in, you know, like I don't know, Gearbox, or or 2K Games or EA or whatever, then maybe, but it all depends.
I mean, the fact is that the heyday of Nintendo is basically over. The Wii was a big seller and it was fun, but after that, everybody sort of realized like, it's kind of cheesy. Because I know in the 80s that was like the only. Okay, there was Sega and all that, but the biggest seller was Nintendo. That's how they made most of their money was late 80s and early 90s, just selling Nintendo, Super Nintendo, N64. And now I guess a lot of people just lost interest in it.
Yeah,
because
like,
I know a lot of people do not like the Wii, and I don't really care about the Wii U. It just doesn't appeal to me.
I know nothing about it. That's how uninterested I am by it.
Yep.
But the as far as like Nintendo's been concerned, I mean, one of their strongest sellers. Okay, I think it's been outsold now by the Wii, but they've always been, a big seller as far in the handheld market. With the Game Boy, Advance, the DSs, and all that 3DS and all that stuff. So they've always done really well in that market. But it's just the games, they're not for me, so I'm not interested in them right now, at least anyway.
Well, like the only game that I know that's coming out for the Wii U that's not Nintendo is Darksiders 2. But I've
heard of it, but I don't think I've ever played it. Darksiders.
I'm guessing though, Bradley, that it's going to come out on other platforms as well.
It is.
Yeah,
that's the only thing I know, that it's coming out on different platforms.
There's no motivation for someone like me there to go out and buy a brand new console to play Darksiders 2 when I can do it probably better on my Xbox or PS3 or whatever. But I'll keep an eye on it on the Wii U. I really know nothing about it. I mean, first question: does it play DVDs now?
I have no clue. I actually missed the press conference for Nintendo, so I'm kind of upset about that.
Because that's how cheap the Wii was. I mean, they didn't even want to buy the licensing to play DVDs on it.
That's kind of.
But they still have Netflix and all that other stuff on it, though.
Yeah, but those are
Netflix?
subscriptions, aren't they? Subscription services. But,
I'm gonna see. I guess this is I'm the only one that's interested. I did watch the EA press conference, and I managed to buy it after about 5 hours of sitting on tech support with a Indian guy named Yogesh. Origin released Battlefield 3 Premium. It's just a huge add-on that you pay $50 for, where you get everything early. I had managed to buy it. Here's just a lesson to everybody: if you don't have to buy anything from Origin, don't, because since January they've been having problems, and basically none of their PayPal purchases registered, so people never got the email and money was never taken from their account. But it's basically where you get every single piece of DLC 2 weeks early. You get double XP events, and I think you save about $40 in total if you were to buy everything separately. So it's a pretty good deal. I think that's what they revealed, and they revealed FIFA 13. I think that's the only thing I'm excited for, and that's basically it. And I don't think anybody else here is excited for FIFA.
EA has just kind of gone down, really, with their service. They've always been bad, I've only ever been into recently their NCAA football games. The rest, their NFL, terrible. NHL, terrible. Their sports games, pretty awful. And then, they have.
I would say I'm the only one, except for some major flaws. The FIFA franchise is I think, the thing that they put the most work into, because that's got the biggest market. I think EA Sports sells the most of those. I have never played NCAA. Is it any good, Evader?
It's pretty good. They actually get licensing from ESPN and actual, realisticness getting in there, but they don't have licensing for the players, so they have, quarterback number 13 as the player's name. So you need to download a separate roster file for the names to be legitimate, made by a third party, in order to make it.
That's what I like, because on FIFA, I think it's actually sponsored by FIFA and UEFA, so every single name is registered in on their FIFA game, so you don't have to download anything third-party thing.
Well,
And
I'm pretty
I think
sure.
that those are the games they put the most work into. Is those?
Well, you know, in like the NFL games and all the other professional sports games, you have the images of the players and the names, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, in this game, because these are names of student players, there's NCAA rights that prohibit players from being paid to have their name licensed into the games. So they can't actually legitimately take photos of them and put them into the games because it's illegal to pay college professional sports players money.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, there's a whole lot of scandals about it, like college players getting paid money for selling their merchandise and all that.
I never actually knew. Did anybody manage to see the Sony press conference? I didn't actually know what was going on.
Yeah, I did.
What was special about it?
Pretty much them just announcing new games and everything, and pretty much it. They didn't really announce anything new, like new system or anything.
Did if anybody knows, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was just wondering now, you know, I mean, I remember last year's E3 and both Sony and Microsoft were huge on, you know, their equivalent, you know, Move and Kinect. Did they release any big titles for any of those, or have they kind of just brushed all that under the carpet now?
Fable. Not Fable.
Oh God, don't do that Fable. I'm guessing not then. Nothing big if you guys can't remember it.
Maybe Wii Sports.
Well,
They had NFL 13 for the Kinect. I'm looking at it now, but it's not really.
I
Is that
remember.
Madden 13 or?
Yeah, Madden.
I remember when the first like announced the Kinect. One of the games they showcased was like a Star Wars title. What the hell happened to that?
Star Wars
I actually
Battlefront
have-
3 needs to be made, and I am so mad that they've never done it.
It was sacked.
It's so stupid how they never developed it. Because there's so much of
They
demand
did
for it
develop
too, right?
but, it was. They developed it, but they just didn't want to keep developing it. I don't know who developed it.
I have no idea.
I think I think they were broke.
Wait,
That reminds me. I hate what they did to the Band of Brothers, or the Brothers in Arms series. Did anybody see the new trailer?
No.
They transformed it from a serious World War II, basically quote-unquote simulator into... let me try to find it. Brothers in Arms Dire Straits. I think it is that. No, wait, that's stupid. Brothers in Arms...
But did any of you guys see the trailer for The Last of Us?
I have not.
You mind if I post it in the
No,
Twitch thing?
Go for it. Go for it.
Alright.
This is what they did with the series. Right here. The E3 2011. Oh, that was 2011. Okay, but
Yeah.
they just sort of butchered the franchise from hey, look, we're serious too. It's basically people just do World War II style.
That kind of reminds me of another game actually that was at E3. I don't think a big deal was made out of it, but they did have a booth. Yog Adventures.
Oh yeah.
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, don't. Right. Okay. Let me be clear about this. When Yogscast first did their videos and they were doing like the Shadow of Israel stuff, I loved watching those videos. I've lost interest now, if I'm completely honest. I very rarely do I watch their videos. I do occasionally watch some of the mod spotlights. But then, obviously, like a couple months ago, they released this video asking to raise money for Yog Adventures. And they raised like $500,000, I don't know if it was pounds or dollars, in like record time to create this game. I think it was more than $500,000. I think they had like 700,000 or 800,000. And it was in... Like, I had a month to raise this money. And I think they raised it in like less than a week. And so they've got this game studio developing this game for them now. I mean, the way it was sold, it sounded like a Minecraft clone with extra features. But
Yeah.
I do have a bit of a problem with it in that, you know, don't get me wrong, I like the Yogscast guys. They, you know, they're really successful, and you know, you've got to give them some props for that. But really, do they have egos that big that they want to make a game about themselves? It feels wrong to me.
I'm guessing they make a game about themselves because they can, and they just do it for, I don't know, shits and giggles, I guess. And
yeah, I know. I mean, it's just
I don't think I would ever buy it, but they give you rewards like having lunch with them if you pledge $5,000, which I don't think I wouldn't want to have lunch with someone if I paid $5,000 for that steak or something like that.
It's the best meal of my life, maybe.
you've also
Probably gonna
got
take me to McDonald's.
you know, I don't really like this whole Indiegogo thing. I mean, it's for, well, I do like the principle of it. You know, it's for people with, you know, no money to you know, create or develop a product, whether it's a game or, you know, whatever. But the kind of problem I have with it is that you've got people like Yogscast who used it to raise 800,000. Those guys probably get paid about $5,000 a day through YouTube.
Yeah.
So not only are you giving them your hard-earned cash to create a game so that they can make even more money, but they're already getting, and you've got to pay for it at the end, but they're already getting like $5,000 a day through YouTube. It's crazy. But good luck to them, I say. But the game itself, from my perspective, it looks kind of shit right now. With the current footage that we have of it, I wouldn't buy it. And I think that once it's released, there's going to be little to no support for it. There's going to be no updates. I think it's just going to be, you know, a quick, cheap way for them to earn a fortune, and that will pretty much be it.
Yep. That's what it is. But I'm not really interested, so I'm not gonna buy it.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, now that's another game I'm excited for. On another topic is Borderlands 2.
Yeah.
Oh, God,
I don't know.
yeah.
I think I'm the most excited. I'm the most excited. Anybody else?
Creaming in my pants at the thought of that. I think that's the game that I'm most looking forward to this year is Borderlands 2, because Borderlands was such a great game, but being able to, you know, play that great massive game, you know, it's not a short game either. You know, there are other co-op games which, you know, you can finish with players, you know, in like 5-10 hours, but the Borderlands series with all of the add-ons, you know, that's a long campaign, and getting to yeah, all those guns, getting to experience that with, you know, like 3 or 4 friends was awesome, and I still love it to this day. So I'm really looking forward to playing that.
Yeah,
Which would be nice.
which is
How many?
But what game
Sorry.
are you guys really looking forward to?
Borderlands is probably the one for this year, and for next year, Elder Scrolls Online for me personally.
But for myself, only for this year, I would be looking forward to, like, there's a lot of good games coming out.
I don't know which one. I think it is for me. It's PlanetSide 2. That's a game that I can't wait for. That's why I want to get in the beta so bad.
Yeah,
I think I saw we linked something. PlanetSide 2. There you go. Nope, that's the wrong. Whatever. Massive. I'll just link it for anybody that wants to watch it.
It sounds like, I mean, you say that it's like an FPS. I don't know. Is it like setting like the future in like a space situation, or?
yeah.
No, it's well, yeah, it's on a different planet. There's three factions. Hold on, the Terran Republic, which are just normal humans. The conglomerates, which are, I think they're humans that just like. Hold on, I'm gonna. Total Biscuit has a lot of videos because he got early access to it. There you go, Total Biscuit, PlanetSide 2 E3 stream video. If anyone wants to see this, because everybody loves Total Biscuit.
But it's to answer the question though, it is like an FPS, but it's futuristic kind of.
futuristic and massively multiplayer online, basically. If you think about it, yeah.
Hey, hang on. Who's giving away my carrots?
Nah.
My
One
carrots.
I think. Oh, you're eating them right now, aren't you?
I'm eating carrots right now.
Oh crap! And basically, you can have bacon camo for your gun, for your.
Bacon.
You can pimp your
Bacon?
vehicle.
Did you say
You
bacon?
can pimp your vehicle. I said bacon. Bacon camo. And basically, that's what happens. You can choose the camo for the flying vehicles and the tanks. And Total Biscuit showed that one of those was leopard camo for your tanks to be like a smooth pimp. That, and then there is bacon camo, just a tank that looks like bacon, basically. It's got
Sounds
like
delicious.
bacon pattern all over.
That's totally not a tank.
And it is a tank. It is a tank. Let me see what they're doing. Let me see what they're doing on. And it's a huge map. I don't know. It's basically a first-person shooter with 256 players on the map size of DayZ. Funky, you know how big the DayZ map is.
Yeah.
That, or I think double the size. And there's helicopters everywhere. And the controls aren't as broken as in Arma 2. That's another game I'm looking forward to. Is Arma 3. I think they're gonna fix a lot of the issues that they had with Arma 2. Because Arma 2 was like just a quickly puked out military simulator that I didn't really care about until I heard about DayZ.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. I mean, I've got Arma 2. I've got Arma 2 Operation Arrowhead, and I haven't played either of them. I only downloaded them to play DayZ, so I have no idea what they're like. But from the graphics in DayZ, I'd say it's a pretty average kind of FPS kind of game, isn't it?
It is, but I mean, it's got an appeal, that survival, that you got to do a lot of things to survive in DayZ. Because if it was any other survival game, it would probably just be walk around, collect things, and kill zombies. But actually, you have to actually, like, I don't know what it is. You have to do a lot. You have to eat, you have to drink, you got to watch your body temperature. That's a lot to take into account. I've never pooped before in that game, so I don't know what you're talking about.
That's probably why you died.
My
Constipation, man, is a killer.
Because if constipation is a killer.
Especially implosive.
That's kind of disgusting. I mean,
Elion,
there's a lot of games I'm looking forward to.
sorry, Elion brought up Mass Effect 3, and I was a huge Mass Effect 1 and Mass Effect 2 fan, and I pre-ordered Mass Effect 3 on, I think it was Origins.
Origin?
Yeah, and I downloaded it as like 15 gig or something ridiculous. And I played it for like 2 hours, and I haven't played it since. And that's not because I disliked it. I don't know. I mean, I just didn't feel that engrossed in it. I will go back to it one day, but it didn't kind of captivate me quite as much as the first and second one did. Like, when I was playing those, I couldn't put the controllers down. I was playing those on the Xbox, by the way.
I think my greatest achievement with Mass Effect 2 is that I made it through the last mission with every single person surviving. I went down. I did like a little happy dance after the credits rolled. I was like, "Yeah, I'm ready for Mass Effect 3," and I haven't bought it yet.
Have you got a webcam, Milk?
No, I'm not gonna happy dance for you guys.
I wanna see this happy dance.
That remains top secret until I actually decide to reveal the happy dance to everybody.
It's the truffle shuffle.
I'm guessing it's something like if you go to a strip club.
No, I don't have a pole. I have a lamp, but it'll probably snap with my weight.
Here's a game announced at E3, Just Dance Disney Party.
Well,
I can't wait for that.
That's all you.
Just Dance Disney Party.
See,
wow, I can't.
Oh yeah, man.
I'm not afraid to admit that if I were ever to buy a Kinect, it would be for the dancing games.
Yeah, I think they're
I'm a real
better than
man.
those dancing games. I mean, those dancing games for Wii are just like shake your hand to the left and to the right. For Kinect, you actually got to move. But the thing is, I played Kinect. If you have a pet, it's going to be really hard because once the pet moves through the picture, it picks up the pet. So if you're doing a dancing game, all the pets in the room, and it starts moving around, you're going to get a lot of wrong, horrible.
Now, Mel,
yes.
you realize the Wii is teaching you some many important life lessons when you're playing?
It's buffing up
What?
your wrist for your fappage.
I'm not.
Hey, it works.
Does it really? Don't lie to me, Bradley. Don't lie to me.
What are the life lessons in the Wii? I failed to see them.
I'm not gonna.
Are you talking? Are you talking about masturbation, Aveda?
Just trolling. Well, baby.
Okay.
That is just disgusting. And actually, see, there's so many games announced. Ghost Recon Future Soldier, I might buy that one if I have enough money in my bank account.
You should.
It's already out. It hasn't been announced on E3, but that's basically what I'm trying to get. Hitman Absolution.
Oh, that's
Absolution.
That's another one.
That's another one that I'm looking forward to because I love the Hitman series.
Did you guys see Watchdog?
No, I haven't.
That's pretty much what I think Funky is.
Hey.
You're a watchdog?
I don't know
No,
if that's a good thing.
the main guy. You pretty much know everyone's information and you kill people.
Oh yeah.
No one was
Hey, nobody in the stream knows this, Bradley.
They do now. Some people run.
They announced Sleeping Dogs, but I'm not sure about that. Isn't that just like
Sleeping
the
Dog
mafia?
Sleeping Dog is undercover cop thing. Watchdog, different thing.
I think the one I'm gonna look forward to the most in the games that I'm gonna look forward to the most in 2013 are Aliens Colonial Marines. Because Alien vs Predator was a bad game. I gotta say that.
And a game
Then
with that title sounds equally shit. I'm just gonna say that. That title sounds bad.
It's made by Gearbox and it's been delayed. It was supposed to come out 2010, but they delayed it about 3 years. Then there's Metro Last Light. I'm gonna be looking forward to that. Company of Heroes 2 and BioShock Infinite.
Yeah.
Those 4 games.
BioShock Infinite. I think that's going to be like approximately Feb 2013, I think.
Yeah. On Steam, they said like February 23rd or 13th.
2013.
I'm also looking forward to
the
Phase 3.
But yeah, definitely that will be one I'm looking forward to. I mean, the other ones that we've missed out this year as well, of course. I mean, we've mentioned Halo, Black Ops. You've got Resident Evil 6, which is going to be on October.
Oh yeah.
I've never been a fan of the Resident Evil series because, except for the Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City, it was just basically run, run, run. Hold on, let me turn around really slowly and shoot this guy in the face, and then
Milk.
you gotta thing.
Milk.
I played Resident Evil 5 and 4 and 3.
I played the one that came out on the Xbox, and I'd never really played any before that because I wasn't really a PlayStation guy. And I enjoyed Resident Evil on the Xbox, but it wasn't what I expected. I expected it to be more scary and atmospheric, kind of, cheap thrills and jumps like Amnesia type of scares. But it wasn't.
Yeah.
It felt wrong. It didn't feel scary at all because you were in this, you're on the continent of Africa or wherever you were. It was constantly daylight. There were no dark areas. There were no, cheap scares or anything. It was just a kind of like a zombie shoot 'em up, really. But I enjoyed it all the same.
I don't know why, but the Western press had an outrage that you were shooting at African zombies, which I never understood. Because
I can't remember
every developer.
Sorry, go ahead.
I mean, the developers, everybody's fine with shooting at Russians, I guess, but I don't know. I just didn't get what the whole fuss was about because after the game got released, everyone said, "Hey, this is a pretty good game," and then all that happened.
I didn't hear any complaints about it.
I do remember reading stuff, and I think I kind of understand where they were coming from because there was, there were undertones of racism in there because you had, basically the systematic murder of a diseased race. Now, okay, there were zombies or whatever, but they were, they were still a diseased race, and Africa has a lot of disease, especially like HIV and AIDS and stuff. So I can kind of understand where they were coming from. But I don't think they intended it to be like that. I just don't think it came into their thought process while they were making the game. But it was fun.
Yeah, but right after the game got released, everybody stopped with, "Oh, this is racist." Right.
So are people going to complain when Resident Evil 6 is taking place in Japan, where zombies are going to break out? Is that going to be racist zombies?
A lot of people are probably going to say, "Oh, no, we're shooting Japanese now. That's racist."
Well, I mean, no, I mean, it's
But
not
who
just
knows?
that it was one race that you were fighting against. It was a diseased race, you know, which could be, you know, considered to be, you know, the disease that's, you know, all over Africa right now. So I don't know. I mean, I like I say, I don't think the developers intended it to seem that way. It was just an oversight, and people read too much into it.
Yeah.
Of course they do. They always do.
But another game then. I think some of you guys have mentioned this. October, Assassin's Creed 3.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my God. I saw the E3 gameplay, and I gotta say that's pretty sick.
Yeah,
Especially because it's a kind of open world. I haven't really taken that into account.
I'd be
Is it
surprised.
like-
I mean, all the other ones are kind of open world. I'd be surprised if they kind of changed that formula.
Yeah, I mean, but I think it's gonna be a bigger open world. You know what? I'm really sad that they never put a PC port for Red Dead Redemption. That game was awesome.
Yeah.
But sometimes I'm just really lazy and don't want to feel like turning off my computer and going across my room to play Red Dead Redemption because then I have nobody to talk to, because nobody ever plays it anymore usually.
Do you know what I think I prefer about gaming on a PC as opposed to a console? Is not. I mean, there are several things to prefer. Obviously, if you've got a good PC, the graphics are better, and they're cheaper generally on a PC. But it's the loading times, man. The loading times on my PC are so much better than on the Xbox.
Yeah, that is true.
Oh, I hate getting those loading screens where it just freezes on you, and you're like, it's still loading. What's happening?
Yeah, and then they got that wheel at the bottom, and
Yeah.
you don't know if it's actually loading.
I got so sick because I originally played Fallout New Vegas on my 360, and I got so sick. Every time you like left an area, you got that screen with a little roulette wheel spinning at the bottom. Man, that image just burned into my, you know, my retinas for like 6 months.
Yeah, I
'cause
know.
just
I
saw
know.
it so
That's
much.
know
why
how
I
you
played
feel.
it for. That's why I played it for PC, because the loading times were quick, and that's why I think every single Valve game runs so smoothly. Because after 10 minutes of playing, there's a loading screen. Then it's a short loading screen, and then, I guess, yeah, it just runs a lot smoother than a lot of other games. I guess.
Which kind of
What other games?
Oh, before you move on, I just want to ask a question because I don't know anything about it. Assassin's Creed 3. What kind of time period is it set in?
The British trying to take over the world, and I think it was like the American Revolution.
Yeah,
The
American Revolution.
Sorry, the British trying to take over the good times then.
Yeah, the good old
Yeah,
times.
the good old days. Back in the day of George Washington, right? Like right at the beginning of America.
Killing
Okay.
some redcoat.
And
So 1700s.
yeah, the
kind of
red
then.
coat. That and yep. And I think that's one of the most games I'm going to be looking forward to. And Far Cry 3. That's one of my
Oh,
personal
yeah.
favorites that I'm looking forward to. I love Far Cry.
I've
I mean, I can't get enough of it sometimes.
I like the visuals
supposed
in the Far Cry games, but I've never been that kind of bothered about the actual gameplay.
Neither have I, but I do like the graphics, but the gameplay, I mean, it's just so generic. You need to find and kill a black market's weapon dealer in Far Cry 2, and you're diagnosed with malaria, and then at the end there's just a twist, and all of a sudden everything's weird. So it's basically just walking from mission to mission until you find the main mission, and then you gotta kill that guy, and there you go. I just ruined Far Cry 2 for everybody. I'm sorry it slipped.
Well,
I didn't mean to.
I think it's been out a few years, so I think they've had plenty of opportunity to play it. The only other game
Then too bad.
the only other game that kind of springs to mind that's coming out like relatively soon, I don't think it's this year, I think it's next year, is GTA 5.
Yeah.
Did they
Aren't
do
they going
anything?
back to San Andreas? I don't think they did. I just think they left it at GTA 5 in the trailer.
Hmm.
Yeah, that
mean,
makes me
that
sad
and-
that there's no cheat codes in it.
I really didn't like
That's
San
what I liked
Andreas.
about GTA 4. I liked San Andreas because it was like the very first like really open world game there was, and I just like to pick up hookers a lot.
I n-
Wait, no, that was GTA 4. I just run over people. There we go.
I never played 1 or 2. I think they were still kind of in the top-down era at 1 and 2, and I think My favorite GTA is Vice City for sure. I love Vice City, and I did enjoy
What
GTA
I don't get
4 as well.
if I pull up the Vice City map, it's so small.
Well, I mean, you know, it's a pretty big map for the time. You know,
Yeah, but if you think about it, all I see in Vice City is a few roads and a huge beach.
it wasn't that
but
small.
how-
It's pretty big. The game was like I don't know, 1.6 gig, which is pretty big back then.
Yeah, but I mean, comparing it to other maps like Red Dead Redemption, GTA 4, it is pretty small. But that's just all I have to say about it.
Yeah, I mean it is small, but those games are also like 10 years newer, aren't they? For the time,
Yeah,
is what
yeah.
I'm trying to say. For the time, it was pretty impressive, and it's still a really
Yeah.
fun game to play. There, like the radio stations and everything are awesome. I mean, I really enjoyed GTA 4, and the only thing that I've got to say really is I really hope that Rockstar grow some balls this time around. They chopped so much content out of GTA 4. Like they took planes out because of the whole 9/11 thing.
What?
Yeah, that's why planes aren't in GTA 4, because they thought
That's why I prefer playing Saints Row 3, because Saints Row 3 doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, and I hope
I think it's just the over the top. It's like the crazy cousin of GTA.
yeah, but that's how
basically.
GTA always used to be. So, you know, like GTA Vice City and stuff, it was cheesy and it was crazy, and it, you know, I just hope they go back to that with GTA 5.
That's why I didn't really like GTA 4 was because it was just too back down to earth and too just grungy and dirty. I would say, if you think about it,
I don't know. I've never played
it
it.
is still what I mean.
Mhm.
You've never played GTA 4?
No, the first two. I don't know what they're like. I know that I have seen a video of GTA 1, and it was a top down, and it doesn't look anything like, you know, the GTAs that we know today and love. I don't think many people would like that.
Yeah. Grand Theft Auto. I think. Yeah, the very first Grand Theft Auto. I don't know. Yeah, it is top down. I don't know what happened.
My toe.
Okay. I don't know if anybody wants to, but does anybody want to ask us any questions with regards to games or anything for that matter? It doesn't have to be game specific. It could be absolutely anything. You could ask Melk what color underwear he's wearing, and the answer'd be none.
Yellow.
by the way.
I'm going commando today, guys. I'm sorry.
A yellow thong. That's what Melk's wearing.
Melk's favorite food is diarrhea.
What? Why are you guys so rude to me?
It's not rude, it's the
We're
truth.
just sharing information.
In the good word
Sorry?
of the people.
You guys are rude to me.
We didn't ask Vader because he kind of dropped. What are you looking forward to game-wise this year? Don't be predictable and say Black Ops 2.
Actually, I didn't like Black Ops at all,
Oh, okay.
to be honest. It doesn't even look like Call of Duty Black Ops like it was the last game. It's just random. But I liked seeing Assassin's Creed, and the NCAA 13 was alright. I didn't like seeing... Oh, by the way, Zumba Fitness.
Zumba
I didn't like it, but
Fitness?
I was just thinking of mentioning that. I didn't really like it, but Star Trek 2013 looked pretty good too. We didn't really talk about that.
Wait, Vader.
Yeah.
Did you just say Star Trek?
Yeah.
Star Trek?
2013.
What
There's a
what's
Star
the
Trek?
Star
Yeah.
Trek?
No, I thought it was Star Wars.
No, there's Star Wars 1313.
Okay.
That was the newest one. I saw that, and I'm still depressed over that. There's not going to be a Battlefront 3.
Yeah, Battlefront. That makes me sad.
Both Dark Dragon and I still want to see the little happy dance Milk.
Yeah.
Well, then...
It's the Truffle Shuffle.
It's not the Truffle Shuffle. I'm not that I could do the Truffle Shuffle. Why would I do that? That's weird. What was it called?
Dedicated
That's another video. That's another game I'm looking forward to when it finally goes out of beta, which is Mech Warrior Online.
Oh, yeah.
It's a free-to-play game, but it's pretty damn fun.
Doesn't your
the
buddy
Mech
have
Warrior
that?
series. Yeah, my friend has it, and he plays it all the time. My back.
I've got a brilliant idea. Will guys, we need somebody in this show who is a woman. And I just, on the back of that, I had a thought. If we could get her to do YouTube videos, Zumba fitness with a webcam, that would be an overnight success, I think. Elion's listening, Bradley.
I know.
That would get views.
So apply. I'll give you my email address. I'll need pictures. Just putting that out there.
I can facilitate Ginger Queen to you, Funky.
Ginger Queen. Who the hell's Ginger Queen?
Well, he's the guy that linked you this before, those pics.
Oh. Yeah, that video's been taken down, thankfully. So your URLs are now broken.
Oh, God.
Really? Yeah.
I spent like an hour making those links.
He tried to rickroll me, by the way, guys, but no. So yeah, ladies, boobs. Send us a detail.
Zumba fitness equals views on YouTube.
Yes, we will make you a star and your boobs.
What?
Yeah.
Like the way you think, Funky. Like the way you think.
Yeah, I'll make me a star because I have all of the above. Zumba fitness, boobs.
Go ahead, Mel.
No.
Kieran said he could dress up as a woman. I still need those pics, Kieran.
Ew. What is wrong with you?
If he does, that'll be illegal. I'll report him to the cyber police.
He's got.
You don't want to be
apparently.
report to the cyber police too. He does?
Well, Kieran said he's got moves.
Moves.
I don't know if you could call mine boobs. So does anybody have any questions for us for today? Game-wise, could be anything. Could be what color underwear Funky is wearing.
I'll tell you.
See, I just stole your joke.
Wearing a banana hammock. No? Oh.
Dark Dragon has spotted the secret in my plan. He just says I want to see the pictures of boobs. Yes, pretty much. What's wrong with that? And he wants to know why you still won't dance.
Do you like the new Twitch? That's what Kieran asked. I don't really see a big difference.
There's just lots of purple everywhere, and it's nice and all, but I wish they would spend their resources getting the damn chat to work properly before making the website more pretty.
And why are the backgrounds all grainy? It's like all film grainy. All the backgrounds for the streams. I don't get that.
Old theme, I guess.
A boom.
Retro.
Retro.
I guess like 80s. Yeah, Twitch. Radical. They did say that in the 80s, didn't they, Funky? Radical?
Hey man, I don't know. I was a kid in the 80s.
I wasn't born.
I wasn't born there. I was born in the mid-90s. That's right. You heard it here first.
What? My chat is broken. I've got the viewer list up and it's covering the chat, so I can't quite see that. What's it say?
Click on the viewer list again. You'll see it.
Oh, it's just Dark Dragon wants to see it.
I would, but if I had a webcam, which I don't, then I'd do the dance.
I thought it was in your basement.
Everyone gives.
I don't have a webcam. I'm serious.
Do you have a laptop, Milk?
Yeah, but I borrowed it to my cousin.
Oh, how convenient! How convenient.
Hey, all excuses, right?
All the excuses, man.
Oh, Jacksjaw said Jamie Oliver's the worst chef.
Jamie Oliver is a worldwide hero.
Yeah, he's an American hero.
I have no
He
clue
got
who
out.
he is.
He took out all the bad food out of the British schools and replaced it with
Cabbage.
good bad food. That's disgusting. And yeah.
Yeah, the viewer list and Twitch is just a bit broken tonight. Like the chat's messed up and
It's always broken. I mean, there's no point in trying to fix it. They'll never be able to fix it. They're
Yeah.
too bad at it,
That's true.
basically. What is going on?
So, do we have any real
So-
questions, or does somebody want to come in the call and ask us a question, even? Anything you like.
Except what color underwear I'm gonna wear, because I'm not wearing any.
I can tell you what I'm
Oh, God. Yep, you heard it here first, folks. What are you saying to me, Evader? That was rude. No one wants.
And nobody does want to.
I don't think anybody has a question.
No question? No one wants to talk to
Sadness.
me?
No one wa-
Sadness. Or
No,
does anybody want to
yeah.
share their opinions if they disagree with anything we've said with regards to games tonight? Oh, what?
I disagree.
Elion says indeed, Funky. So, what is she applying? I need pictures, Elion.
I want to see.
Bradley wants to see. Can you CC in Bradley, Elion?
Ho ho! Yeah. Jesus, why is this video always auto-playing when I go on this channel? Ah, my neck hurts. I think it's from drinking that iced tea. That makes absolutely no sense.
Yeah, why? I was just about to say, why the hell would your neck hurt from drinking iced tea?
I don't know.
Something in that iced tea, maybe.
Adventure map on Minecraft. We might.
Somebody
Yeah,
put
yeah,
rupees in my iced tea.
we could. It depends what people want us to do. I mean, if you want us to, you know, one weekend do, you know, like an adventure map, yeah, we can do that.
But if you think about it, Funky, every time we try to do an adventure map, we all end up cheating.
No, I'm the one that secretly is cheating, and nobody can think of who's the one that's cheating. Or I'm the one in
Thanks for
OMG
giving
Pop
it
who
away,
always,
Vader. Thanks for
or
giving
the
it
one,
away.
the one in OMG Pop who pressed the cheater button all the time just to get everybody else to do it.
Yeah, I kind of noticed that.
Do a video
Yep.
of the dance. Okay, there you go. That's your challenge. Have you got a video
A
camera?
dance, a dance, a dance.
By next week, Milk, we want a video on YouTube of your happy dance.
It's the Trouble Shuffle, I'm telling it now.
I'll put on a hat so nobody sees
The-
my face.
The viewers demand it.
So you're gonna put a
Orange
paper
Dragon,
bag
the
on
question,
stage?
no, why you guys perps? I'm
I'm
sorry,
not a
but I haven't
perv.
said it's perverted today.
I'm always
I'm not a
this
perv.
way, and I'll never change.
Orange
You have a
Dragon.
problem with perversion.
Why are we
Remember
cursed?
what we said?
I
Yeah.
don't- Orange Dragon, how old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I think he's 12.
Whoa, don't assume, man.
So remember, guys, this is a unfamily-friendly stream, podcast.
So what
no,
do you take it
basically-
out now?
and I'm assuming
fuck,
Orange
fuck,
Dragon's a
fuck.
guy. He might be a girl, I don't know.
No, it's a guy. I know this person.
Huh.
When you get if you are 12, assuming you're 12, when you get a little bit older, like 15, 16, you'll understand.
It'll
All the
just
things.
add
All fall into
time.
place.
All the things.
I think we're getting to the end of our time. I think it was enough.
Yeah, if anybody's...
Alright, here's the question from Jack Shaw. Did you talk about The Last of Us?
Yeah, I talked about it. I put a link in the thing a while ago. It looks pretty good.
It is. It does look pretty good. So, yeah, as I was saying, we were coming... I think we're at the end of our time.
We
if
had
we're doing
to,
an hour today.
Yeah, we had to change the topic last minute because somebody was missing, so we didn't really have anything set to discuss about, but hopefully we can get that topic... oh, what's that? Family Guy Online. Yeah, have you guys
What
seen
is
videos
that?
about that? It's there's a
Yeah,
Family
I
Guy
have.
online game. It's I've seen a couple of videos on it, but I've not played it. I don't think it's out yet. It might be in beta or beta, however you guys want to say it.
I have a fun fact. In E3, there were 2 games released, spoken about to the PlayStation 2, still. Just 2.
Hmm.
There's one for FIFA. I think it's generally the sports games.
I like.
I'm gonna look at this Family Guy.
Yeah, I do like Family Guy, but I'll be honest, I haven't really looked that much into the game. I probably should, because I may like it. I do love Family Guy.
just make sure you're looking into the right one, because there's a fighter game that one sucked, and then there's online.
Yeah, I think this one's more of an MMO Family Guy, though, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
I don't know how.
On another note,
Mhm.
here's a series I hope they discontinue: Street Fighter.
Milk.
No, because what we
I'm
need
sorry.
is another Street Fighter 2, because there's not enough of them.
Hey,
Could you remember? Just hear me out, Bradley. People paid $60 for Street Fighter 4, then all of a sudden, whoa, $40, Street Fighter 4 Turbo. That's what they kept doing. They've been doing that throughout the 90s, and I don't get why they just discontinue it.
Well, yeah,
people
all
love
through
fighter.
all through the 90s, like when I was growing up, you know, there was Street Fighter 2 came out. Then there was like Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Street Fighter 2 Super Turbo, Street Fighter 2 Ultimate Super Turbo. And I'm not even joking. These are like real like titles. They were just ridiculous. There was like 10 variants of Street Fighter 2, and they were all essentially the same. Maybe some new characters and some new kind of backgrounds, because that's all they were. Is they were just pictures in the background. You might have had one guy clapping his hands every like 3 seconds in the background.
I love that guy.
But yeah, it was kind of stupid. But I mean, people bought them, so the more people bought them, the more they kept putting out these shitty sequels. But
Okay.
Yeah.
Black Ops, Street Fighter, they're doing the same thing. Okay.
But yeah, but they're not. If you think they are, but in a different way, because Black Ops is reskinning graphics, adding new guns, new storyline. Street Fighter 4 Turbo is basically adding a few more characters, and just I don't think they've done the graphics. It just like basically just added a new background.
don't forget though that they had that one thing that tied them all together, that epic Hollywood blockbuster with Jean-Claude Van Damme and Kylie Minogue.
Oh no!
Do you remember Street Fighter
I
the movie?
watched that movie. Yep.
So bad, so bad it was good.
God.
Even.
And then like when I don't know, I think Johnny Cage died really early on. His neck snapped.
That's
Like, whoa!
that's Mortal Kombat, my friend, not Street Fighter.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, wrong movie. They're both the same, basically.
Mortal Kombat 1
It
and 2
doesn't really
movies
matter, does it?
are kind of a guilty pleasure of mine, the Mortal Kombat movie. It's ridiculous, it's cheesy. But I think the reason I like it is because I can relate to it so much, like playing video games when I was growing up, so it's kind of weird, but
It was cheesy. I think the cheesiest thing that I've ever seen were those really bad Power Rangers. I loved the shit out of that when I was a kid. Those badly dubbed Power Rangers.
You love the poop
And those
out of Power Rangers?
What?
You know what I mean. Jeez.
I think Power Rangers were a little bit like after my time. Like I was already, I don't know, when did they even come out? Let's have a look. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Whoa.
Amazing. Yeah, 1993. So I was like already practically in my teens when those come out. So you know, I was a bit too old for them, I think. I didn't really get into them
I
all
was
that
2
much.
years old.
God, you're all children.
I think Milk loved the Teletubbies, you know?
Oh, I got you guys covered on the
I
television.
like the camp one. The camp Teletubby. What's his name? Is it? I can't even remember their name. Is it Tinky Winky? Who's the guy?
Okay.
Yeah, the Tinky Winky, the purple one with the handbag. That's the one.
Here you go. Teletubbies right there.
I was always scared of the vacuum cleaner when I was really little.
Teletubbies right there, people.
Like he came up and sucked up the pancakes. I'm like, no, not the pancakes.
What?
Remember, like all the Teletubbies ever had to eat were like pancakes and something, or
Oh, I never watched it.
never when you were a kid.
No.
The thing that I watched the most was Animaniacs, like reruns of that.
Heck yeah.
I love that show.
That's good stuff.
I think I used
That's
to love
disgusting.
like Nickelodeon when I was growing up, and I used to love shows like Ren and Stimpy. I don't know if you guys.
I
saw
love
those.
Ren and Stimpy.
Ren and
Pinky and the
Stimpy.
Brain, Dexter's Laboratory. Those were the good old days of cartoons. And then came Ben 10. What else?
And Beavis and Butthead I used to like, but I used to hate, because it was an MTV show, like, you know, and the shows were like
Yeah.
30 minutes. But really speaking, there was only like 10 minutes of animation and like 8 music videos. So I used to hate those bits. I just used to fast forward them all.
Yeah.
That's what. I mean, in this country, MTV just became pay to watch, which I don't really like. It's not free anymore.
I don't even watch MTV anymore.
I don't, but I think the old Nickelodeon was the best, but it's just plagued with bad cartoons. I think I remember watching Doug a couple of times, but I don't really like Doug personally. That cartoon.
Gilbert.
Gilbert? Never watched it.
Gilbert.
Gilbert.
I watched
Gilbert.
I watched a lot of British cartoons as well that you guys may not have had. Did you guys have over there Super Ted?
No.
No.
I must link Super Ted.
The only British show that I've watched a lot was Face Jacker.
Face Jacker?
But that was a what face? I don't know what it's called. It was a show.
The only thing I watch from the UK is Torchwood and Doctor Who.
And another one I used to but these are shows when I was a kid. Super Ted is actually a Welsh show, but it was in English. They showed it on English TV as well. And there's also Fireman Sam, which was also a Welsh show, but they broadcast in England. But it was obviously when they put it on in Wales, it was in Welsh.
Fucking, have you ever seen that one that it was like a German cartoon? I think they had that in England with like something with Spencer. Let me find it. It was like a kid show.
It doesn't sound familiar right now, but
hold on.
there used to be a show on every Saturday morning, right? Sorry, Sunday morning, when I was a kid, and it used to scare the crap out of me. It was for kids, but it was basically about this scarecrow called Wurzel Gummidge. Hang on, let me link it, and I'll link the wiki, and you can actually see like a little picture of him behind the logo, and he was scary as shit. He was like the
Yeah, that's what I don't get. Some kids' cartoons just had like scary as fuck characters, and I don't know why they did that.
It was yeah, it was weird, man. It was for kids. Started in 1987. Oh no, sorry, 1979. And the person who made it actually is John Pertwee, you know, who played Doctor Who in the 70s as well. Or he might have actually been, yeah, sorry, John Pertwee, the guy who played Doctor Who, was actually Wurzel Gummidge. But it was scary as crap. I hated it. And it was on like 8 o'clock on a Sunday morning.
Jack Straw asks, "What's your opinion on Wookiees and Speedos? I think they should be banned outright. Just ban them. We don't need to see hairy Speedos. That's disgusting."
It depends if they're waxed or not. Wax that ass, Wookie, and we can talk.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Oh god. Alright, did you find the wiki page for whatever scarecrow thing?
Yeah, Wurzel Gummidge. I linked it in the chat. Wurzel Gummidge. It's in the Twitch chat.
I never got that. Oh, my chat's probably just loading.
I'll put it in the Skype as well.
Wurzel Gummidge.
Wasn't loading either.
Holy crap, that thing is... I
think it was a scarecrow. I mean,
demented.
I'm watching you.
It's either a scarecrow or some kind of bum. I don't know.
Wurzel Gummidge, the street urchin.
It says Wurzel Gummidge was a scarecrow that would come to life. Living in a 10-acre field, he would often visit the nearby village of Scatterbrook. He befriended children. See, that's just creepy, man. Why would he...
He befriended the children. Quote unquote befriend them.
Because there's stranger danger now, right?
Yeah, stranger danger. Especially with a scarecrow that comes to life. That's just creepy.
Didn't they have those old fire safety videos? Whatever they were called? I can't remember now.
I don't know. What are you talking about?
You would know them, Milk.
Oh, those! Yeah.
What?
There were always cartoons on Canadian TV. It was like, stay alert, Stay safe. Yeah, it was like so 2-minute cartoons. It's like, oh yeah, they're coming home from a theater. It's like, hey, I think I'm gonna take the short route. You see like a really dark, shitty, scary alley, and then it's like, no, come with us. You'll be safe. We'll be safe in a group. Boom, title. Stay alert. Stay safe.
Oh my god, you're so bad.
And then there's my favorite commercial of all time. All senior citizens should have life alert.
What the hell is life
Yeah,
alert?
that's the exact.
It's a thing
Bert,
for people.
I love that. I remember these. They had them on. That was 1994. Really?
Yeah,
because
I
they
know,
had
right?
them on.
You had them on what?
Yeah. Just
Bert
cut
and
out.
Bert. This is 90s, pure 90s. They don't have any good names to come up with, so it's like, hey, yeah, so what rhymes with Bert? Gert. Okay, we'll name the female bunny Gert.
It could be Gertrude.
Yeah,
Okay.
never saw this.
So, beware.
Anybody
Kinda
else
glad.
want to add anything, or shall we leave it there for tonight?
We'll leave it there for tonight, I guess.
Okay, guys. Thank you for watching. We'll be back again a little bit earlier next week. We were a bit late starting this week, and that was my fault because I had an upload to YouTube. But we should be back again at the proper time next week. If you want us to discuss any particular topics, you can just put them in the chat, and we will do our best to accommodate
That
you.
and what? Remember what we put in the chat. Remember to follow and subscribe to the stream. I think Champ put that in there to win a $50 game on Steam. If
Yep.
you want to win one, then go ahead and follow and subscribe to the stream, and you could have a chance to win it. The draw will be pretty small, so you have like a 1 in 15 chance of getting it. So
And
the
we'll,
chances are pretty good of getting the game.
and we'll
I'm
be
definitely gonna
announcing
win
that
this.
winner next week. So.
Gonna win.
That and no one from the Oddpod will be able to enter. So Bradley, no, you're not
What?
entering.
What? I can't win.
Yeah.
You can't.
But I follow and
That's
like
fair.
and subscribe.
Yeah, me too. I think.
Does not matter. We're not allowed to be part of it.
Oh. Okay, guys, so don't forget to follow then, and next week we will pick one of you guys at random to get a $50 game on Steam. And that's it, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.
See ya.
Take care.